We're gonna continue the Liberty HDV series. This is the 300. If you're following along at home, there are some other sizes. Check out on the channel the other videos. But we're gonna break this thing down. The weight, the size, the dimensions, why this might be the right box for you. Let's get into the video. Okay, check it out. Liberty HDV 300. Let's start breaking it down. Because you're curious, how big is it? How much does it weigh? Do I need one? Where do I find one? Let's answer that and so much more as we go along. We'll start with the game we play around here called What You See in Front of You. Is there music playing? I don't know. Here we go. It's gonna stand in at 7.3 inches tall. It's gonna be 12 inches wide. And then from the front to the back, we've got 14 inches. With what you see in front of you, the color, let's say somewhere between a black and perhaps textured charcoal. Keeps getting named around here, so we're gonna say that as if we named it ourselves.
It's official.
What about this? There's a keypad. Check that out. You see the buttons? Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Did I miss one? I did. Try again. I got the wrong code. On camera, I'm not even gonna delete that. I'm gonna keep it. 1, 2, to let you know how real we are. Cool. So, keypad, round circle, well, that's biometric, so we can fingerprint our way into this thing as well.
There's a fingerprint lock on the door.
Got what? Vanessa didn't tell me nothing about that.
And we also have an option for what you see in front of you, a little round hole down here, is keyhole. So if one of these guys doesn't work for us, we've still got a backup system. I like that. What do you see in front of you? Let's go back to that, actually. I think I'm gonna stay there. So the keypad, it illuminates, very cool. It is a 5-digit combination. And what that means is that there's only 4 buttons, but you gotta have 5 presses to get into it. So again, our default from the manufacturer, straight out of the box, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you can make that into whatever you want it to be, meaning if you wanted to do 4 ones and then a 4, whatever. Just have to have 5 button presses to get into it. I like that. The biometric reader over here, pretty cool. It can hold 30 different biometric reads.
How is that possible?
So I always tell folks, hey, it's kind of, maybe use these digits, since you probably use these in your day-to-day life the most often, right? So that'd be 6 for me. And then if I needed my wife, or if I needed one of the boys at home or something to have access to as well, I'd probably add their same 6 digits, or at least 3, so that everybody's got a chance, whoever needs to get into it, right? The way all of this operates, though, is battery powered. It's got a rechargeable battery on the inside, but I don't have to open it to recharge it or anything, or take the battery out or whatever, because there is a Type-C, USB Type-C, saying that right? Plug on the side there, and yes, it comes with the cable and charging block, imagine that, so that I can charge this dude up whenever I need to in case the power's low. But if I haven't used it in a while, the battery's gone bad, or let's say the keypad just doesn't work anymore. Again, I've got keys, and that's what that bottom hole is down there. And what I do appreciate as a locksmith is that they didn't just use some, small master lock looking key or something. They went with the round tubular key. It's a 7-pin ace key, kind of referred to in our world. And I like that because not anybody's just gonna be able to walk up and try to pick that open. If you wanted to get past this thing, well, you're basically gonna have to beat the hell out of the lock to get your way in there. So I appreciate that. I like that they've done that. So along with, again, I don't have a key and I'm trying to beat my way into it, and I shouldn't be here anyway. And I don't know the combination. Well, what's cool is that if I enter the wrong combination 5 times, well, I'm going to lock myself out for a minimum of 60 seconds at a time after that. So that's pretty great, because then I'm just sitting there pressing buttons, no idea that I'm continuing to keep myself locked out, and I'm just wasting time. So I look at things like this, which most people think, well, 60 seconds, it's not long, and it's just a keypad. Well, here's what I'm breaking it down as your locksmith, and what I'm thinking about is that the fact that the average home break-in is 8 minutes or less. So every moment spent not getting into this thing and fighting with it, not realizing that clock is ticking, they're probably gonna scatter. So I kind of like that, right? The same thing with the biometric reader. Wrong fingerprint read 5 times, you're locked out for 60 seconds at a time. So I like that, appreciate that. Like I said, you'd have to drill, beat, or pry your way past that lock. And what's gonna make that difficult is that this little box has 2 points of contact, dual latches they call it, right? So you've got 2 latches, one on either side of the door, really locking it in. You've got 2 strikes back here that they're latching into. They're making it really hard to even try to pry your way into this thing. Plus they're really deep and recessed. So when I just try to stick something right here and try to pry, I'm not getting very far because I'm not getting close to the point of impact of where the latches are. That's pretty cool. But you know what? I've already talked about the buttons quite a bit and the lock and all that jazz. So what I haven't discussed is the interior dimensions of the shelf or the drawer itself. What can I fit in there, right? So we already know how big it is on the outside, but on the inside, it stands about 4 3/4 inches tall. So then you know whatever it is you're thinking about putting in here, right, to keep safe and secure, keep that in mind. It's about 9 inches wide and it's about 9.5 inches deep. So go ahead and think about whatever you're gonna keep in there. I'll tell you right now, pistols, and you can set several in here. They'd be touching, obviously, but I mean, you can set several in here if you're wondering about that, if you need to put medications for family members or just some other things like jewelry or USB drives or things like that. There's plenty of room to do that. So I do like the fact that it's a very secure box from the things we've gone over. However, it is important to mention this is not fire rated. So don't be thinking about this for your cash or your passport or things like that, because we don't get that, okay? That's not too discouraging. We still have a nice strong box while filming these today in the store live. Normally we film for you guys, it's after hours, I'll be honest with you. We've been filming during the day and we've actually sold a couple of these while making the video, which is pretty funny. So in the box though, I think important to talk about is that it does come with a mounting plate. So as you can see, there's several holes all the way around the plate itself. And then what happens is you attach that to whatever surface you're putting it on. And then there's 3 studs on the mounting plate that will actually have like wing nuts that you could do from the inside, so making it even harder to try to tamper with the small box. And although small, I'd like to say mighty, because dude weighs 33 pounds. Not super light, it really, really isn't. That's what everything that kind of comes in the box, by the way. I think we covered most of that right there. So the door, the quick entry out. Oh, one thing that, if I didn't say it, it's probably in the B-roll, I'm sorry, but there is a nice white LED light on the inside, so as soon as it pops, I can see in there pretty well. See whatever it is that I'm reaching for or getting into. So that's nice. There is the admin button, they call it. So the admin button is what allows us to press, and then I can program whatever 5-digit combination that I want to make it. And then I can add all of my fingerprint readings to it as well. So I've got that option with the admin button that it comes with. All of this and more. I don't know if there's any more. That's just what I hear in the commercials.
But wait! There's more! But wait! There's more!
But wait, there's more!
So that all comes together for an astounding $289.99. I think it's a pretty decent bargain for everything that I just covered as a part of this thing. So check this out, it's on the website. There's a link in the description below. Probably find a discount code if you look a little bit more. And after that, if you happen to like this box or anything else we're doing, go ahead and like the video while you're already here. Subscribe, follow along, do all the things the kids like to do on the internet these days. Go ahead, we don't mind. And ask me any questions in the comment section that you might have on this product. Cool? Robert, A1EDU, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.